Welcome back. Region 9 battle here on ESPN Radio. Of course, also on TDS Cable, Channel 22, or on SouthernUtahLive.com, ESPN 97.7.com,
Sports Radio 977.com,
as well as the new app.
Yeah,
do
you
a
can
search on ESPN 977 app.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're heading home from work right now and you want to tune us in, and if you have TDS Cable Channel 22, CEC TV, we shoot the pictures. If you can't, you can go to sportsradio977.com. Let's get ready to go and introduce the starters, AG.
Yeah, we'll also, by the way, have great stories tonight, photos, photo gallery on St. George News, as well as video highlights. So we got you covered. Like I like to say nowadays, if you can't find the game, you don't know about the game, it's your fault, not ours. We're trying.
Yeah, for Pineview, they're going to go with their usual starters: Cade Moore, McKay Lambert, Dylan Hendrickson, Kyler Vaca, Trey Farr. It's worked well. Why change it in a big-time atmosphere like that tonight? It's going to be really interesting early on if the Panthers can get off to a hot start. They sure did on Wednesday in that blowout victory over Cedar. The score was no indication of how dominant they were against the Redmen, and they really shut down Kyler Nielsen. What's interesting, it's hard to shut down just one player for the Flyers because they can hit you from so many different angles.
And let's talk about the starters for the Dixie Flyers. They have that great guard line. Number 0 is Ty Curtis, who doesn't score a ton of points, 4 or 5 points a game, but he is the best defender on this team, and he is just unbelievable. He had 4 steals in the first half on Wednesday night in their victory over Snow Canyon. Number 2 is Cannon Dye. Cannon Dye, Coach Cuff told me, he said, we wouldn't be 15-0 at the time is when he told me without Cannon Dye. This kid is amazing. Does a great job for them. Of course, Caden Elsey. Corbin will play, but Caden is the starter, the older brother, and Caden averaging about 12 points a game. He can hit from deep. Big guy in the middle is number 11, Richard Guyman. And then let us not forget about Sam Stewart. Stewart had 22 points and seemed to match everything that Braden Baker did for Snow Canyon. Sam Stewart was out there doing it for Dixie High.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, and then the bench comes in, and there's more. Solo Labrum is back healthy, you know, after the break. And you've also got guys like Corbin that can come in, give you a lift. Tanner Cuff can give you significant minutes. And Mark Flinders has come in and really been shooting the ball really well from outside. So plenty of firepower off the bench for the Flyers to complement their starting 5.
Camden Flinders came off the bench and hit 6 threes in a game a couple of weeks ago. So we know this kid can shoot.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But Elsey's really the spark plug offensively. He's the guy that can get you in your stuff. But it's unbelievable how good Mr. Richard Guyman, who's getting introduced right now, is in the passing game. People forget how great he is. Averages 12 points a game, but he is a terrific passer. And he had 2 big dunks you saw firsthand on Wednesday. One was a follow-up where he just timed it perfectly and flushed it back home.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping he'd hang up around on the rim for a little while after that one because he deserved a little bit of airtime. But really we're going to see 2 big guys with different philosophies. We're going to see the offense run through Trey Farr and have Farr be kind of what the focus is on offense. For Dixie, it's more of a team concept where Guyman might get the ball in a low block, but very, very rarely does he play with his back to the basket and make moves. He's looking to dish off.
Yeah, and I'm sure those 2 are really looking to shine tonight head-to-head because they know that they're both 2 premier and 2 of the best post players, not only in Region 9, but I think in all of 3A, and they're right up there with the best big guys in the state.
Let's go. Pineview wins the jump as Farr out-jumps Guyman, and we are into the offense already. Panthers on the right side of us, right in front of that Dixie student section. They run the passes on the outside and nearly turn it over, and again, that's Dixie's thing. Those guards force a lot of turnovers. Hendrickson fakes the drive, kicks it back outside to Vaca. He runs in the lane and turns it over. Saved by Dixie. Nope, stolen back by Dixie, and an easy layup, and that's Dixie Flyer basketball right there, Elsey.
Yeah, nice little leak by Elsey, and then the pass perfect, and nobody home defensively.
Hendrickson takes it hard to the hole. Basket won't go. Maybe blocked away out of there. Who was that? Was that Guyman?
I believe so. And Hendrickson, though, I like the attack there, but maybe just a little bit too quick to elevate. Could have got a little deeper.
Little running hook by Guyman, no good. Offensive rebound, no good. And another offensive rebound for Dixie, no good. And finally, Pineview comes away with it. Stolen though by Dixie. Here comes Guyman. Guyman tries to pass it inside, no shot there. Back out to Elsey. Elsey from 10, no good. Tip up by Stewart, up and in.
Yeah, got to be careful. I mean, Desert Hills came in this building last week, and it was an 11-0 run to start this game. And, you know, that's not what Pineview wants to do, is now they throw a turnover here. Hendrickson miscommunicating with McKay Lambert. and Dixie can pounce on you quick, as we have seen.
That's 2 quick turnovers plus a shot that never hit the rim because it was blocked. I don't think Pineview's hit the rim yet so far early in this game. Now, we've only played a minute 15, but it's a 4-0 Dixie lead. T.Y. Curtis out high, goes to the high post. Guyman staring down far. Now out to Stewart, catch and shoot air ball. And it's almost saved, but cannot be by Dixie. Good hustle by Curtis.
Well, and a heads-up box out. Dylan Hendrickson thought, oh, I'm going to go for it. Then he reached back, felt his man, and shielded him just enough to where it could not be saved.
Dixie ran a lot of 2-2-1 press against Snow Canyon. So far, looks like full court man press. And what's a hold up here? Did our cameraman, Dr. Dave down there, get bumped on that one, or what happened? Still chatting with the official. Maybe the ref told him to get out of the way, and Dave said, I got a job to do just like you. I hope so. Pineview in the forecourt. Vaca brings it across, lefty dribble. Gets a screen from Hendrickson. Will not shoot. Instead he goes to Farr from 15. Farr backs his way down, terminated his dribble. Got a little help, needs a little help. Back out to Vaca, who just traveled and got away with it. Into the lane, Vaca, kick in the corner, 3 by Moore. Is an air ball. Rebound taken down by Stewart. Pineview looks a little nervous to me, Devin.
Yeah, I thought so. A little rush there by Moore, and Trey a little bit indecisive in the low block.
Reverse layup by Curtis, got around Hendrickson, or excuse me, Farr, and lays it up and in, and it's 6-0.
The speed of T.Y. Curtis on the wraparound reverse, pretty.
Blocking foul called on the hard drive by Hendrickson. To me, Hendrickson's a real X factor in this game because he's bigger than any of the Dixie guards by a long shot, by 4 or 5 inches, but yet he's just about as quick as those guys. Can he take advantage of that size?
Yeah, and that's going to be interesting as this game develops. But here a chance to get to the free throw line, get some points on the board, and stop that 6-0 streak here to start the game for the Flyers. And Hendrickson pretty solid from the free throw line and makes the first.
One more coming for Screech, they like to call him, Dylan Hendrickson. Screech, the reference to the Saved by the Bell character. He does strike a canny resemblance, especially with his hair poofed out like that.
First press we've seen here. Looks like a little three-quarter court pickup.
That's because it's their first made basket. Pineview doesn't usually press unless it's a make. 6-2, Dixie on top. Pineview in a 2-3 zone now as they go into the half-court set. Guyman underneath. Shot up and a little baby hook in and good by Sam Stewart.
Beat his man to the middle, and then Hendrickson coming over to try to help, but did mistime the swat as he flipped it off the fingertips quickly. Nice bucket by Sam.
Vaca brings it across by himself, handed by Curtis all the way. Now looking for somebody to go to. And he gets it on the left side to Lambert. Lambert way out high to Farr. Farr steps into a 17-footer, can't get the roll. And Dixie tipped its own ball out of bounds. 2 Dixie Flyers fighting for it, and it goes out. And our first sub of the game is Camden Flinders is going to check in. He'll go in for Stewart. Stewart with 4 of the 6 points for Dixie, or 4 of the 8, excuse me. Now to Hendrickson. Hendrickson with the kick. Top of the key. Hard drive, blocked out of there by Guyman. Picked up though by Farr. Farr in heavy traffic, and he's blocked by Guyman. Never saw him. Guyman with the easy block to Elsie. Elsie on the break, slipped down, and that's a travel. Must have been a wet spot or something, Devin.
Well, what a block by Richard Guyman. The student body section erupting. Trey's got a pump fake there because he's got size on size there. He's got to get Guyman to leave his feet.
You see on the replay, he got that first block, but the second one, I don't know that Farr ever knew Guyman was there. I thought he was out of the play. He thought he was out of the play, but he was not. Pineview on the offense. In they go to Farr. Farr up off the glass. Shot maybe blocked again by Guyman. If not, he bothered it. And we're going the other way with it. First time maybe Farr has seen a guy in his height range. Runner up and good by Elsie. Timeout. Panthers a 10-2 Dixie start. Devin, what's going on?
Similar start as we've seen from the Flyers all season long as they get out, defense leading the offense, and they're doing it with blocks. And then Elsie, what a pretty high teardrop finish with the right hand. Tough to block that shot even if you're Trey Farr.
Yeah, he had to go high off the glass. Get it over 6'7" Trey Farr. Pineview with 2 free throws, no field goals so far. We played almost 4 minutes here in the first quarter. We appreciate our sponsors, one of which is Southern Utah University. You know, one decision could affect the rest of your life. Make it a good one. Pick Southern Utah University. You know, my son's up there right now going to school. Absolutely loves it, although I got to be honest, he's not digging on the snow. He's a St. George boy, you know.
Yeah, one other thing to watch for tonight's game, 55 points. If we get it, everybody gets the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert just right up the street at 25 Main for free. And right now, Dixie already quick 10 points. We're not even halfway through the first quarter.
Vaca brings it across. Curtis hounding him. Goes to Lambert. Lambert into Hendrickson. Hendrickson probably traveled, got away with it. Shot no good. Nice rebound by Farr, but he can't hold on to it. And Dixie comes out of there with the basketball. Halfway through the first quarter, 10-2. Hard drive. That's Corbin LZ. Little brother gets fouled. I believe that's on Lambert.
And he's a guy that comes in, brings a lot of energy, just as quick as Caden, and really a good shooter. Doesn't get a lot of attempts per game, but he's pretty consistent.
Pass off into the corner. Pineview in the zone. 3 out of the corner by, that's Caden LZ, and he can't get the shot to go. Ball stolen away. Just a lazy pass and a lefty layup by Caden LZ.
Yeah, Dixie, they're just ready. They're ready to pounce, and cross-court pass, and LZ kind of started back and then timed it perfectly for the lay-in. What a steal and finish.
Vaca with the finger roll all the way in for 2. And a field goal by the Panthers. They have been hard to come by.
He's having a good week, really picking up where he left off last week. Over and back call there as they didn't quite get it to T.Y. Curtis. And
yeah, he
turnover.
Hadn't established in the forecourt yet, so backcourt violation called on the Dixie Flyers. But
one thing to point out, the Panthers got a little JoJo on their right arm because Coach Fairborn's daughter JoJo had to have open heart surgery, and there's a GoFundMe account set up. People have been so generous, but if you can, I did put it on our Devin Dixon Show Facebook page. You can link to that. $1, $2 here or there makes a huge difference, everybody. Good luck to Coach Fairborn. Our thoughts and prayers with them.
Lambert drives all the way in. Finger roll won't go. Tipped by Farr, and they're going to say he was over the back. And Trey Farr, first foul. And that's going to be a magnifying glass on the foul situation for the two bigs, Farr and Guyman.
I like how Lambert cupped that, kept it away, and then went up. He just missed it, just way too strong there. A little more touch, and it looked like he had a crease there where he could softly put it home.
Guyman out, and Labrum will be handling the center position. Dixie goes pretty small right now. And Pineview sticking back in that 2-3 zone. 12-4, Dixie on top. About 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Trying to decide how to attack that zone. And they pass and throw it away. Hendrickson, though, just got a finger on it. It'll be out of bounds off of Pineview, so Dixie basketball.
Now, I don't know how many seats are in this building. Probably under 1,500, wouldn't you say? About 1,200 maybe? But there is 9, 10 deep in the alleys here trying to get in this gym still. And
Pineview falls asleep. Dixie with the easy layup off the inbounds by Corbin LZ, and it's 14-4, Flyers on top early.
Yeah, and those two have combined for 8 quick points.
Inside to Farr with Labrum on him. Spin move in the lane. Shot up good. And a foul. Labrum, a lot of body. Looked like he got some ball too, but that was supposed to be a bank shot that ended up going straight in, Devin.
Did you notice the excitement out of Farr when he made that bucket? He let out a big old let's go or come on there after he got the and one opportunity. And, you know, he'd had a block, he'd had a miss, and this time he takes advantage of his size and makes a nice little turnaround jumper from about 2 feet out there. That's the strength of Trey Farr. Now he'll try to earn it from the foul line. Appreciate Fabulous Freddy's, our foul line sponsor this year. Hey, you can get a 3-month unlimited car wash for just as little as under $17 per month. Best value in town, 2 Southern Utah locations.
Farr for the and one as Lambert checks out now back into the game. And Farr missed the free throw. Now, he made 10 out of 11 the other night and then followed that up with a 6 for 11 game. I was just praising how good he was at free throws, and then he missed some easy ones. And nice little breakdown and pass, and Labrum lays it up and in for Dixie. It's 16-6.
And Coach Cuff was very complimentary how hard he's worked, and he's definitely back in the rotation, fully healthy.
Pineview on the offense. Ball tipped away from behind as Taylor Tobler in to play for Pineview. He's had some big minutes the last week or two. Tobler and Frodsham. In fact, Frodsham hit a 3 at the first quarter buzzer in both the Pineview Hurricane game and the Pineview Desert Hill. No, what was the other one you just did?
I just did Desert Hills Hurricane.
Okay, yeah, I guess it was the Cedar game. That's right. And now a foul inside on Pineview, trying to get himself free. And I think Hendrickson. No, Lambert, and that's 2 on McKay Lambert and Devin. We talked about this in pregame. Lambert is a penchant for picking up the cheap fouls, and they'll have to sit down.
Yeah, off ball like that, you got to be careful. And now he's going to have to sit for the rest of this quarter. I'm sure we'll see him back in the first half, but you have to at least sit the next 2 minutes.
I don't know. Coach Eves likes to sit him with 2 fouls in the first half. I don't know if he'll be back or not. So Dixie on the offense, little backdoor pass, ball tipped away and stolen. Farr comes out of there, but I think it was a tip away by Hendrickson. Now Pineview on the run, stop and pop by Kohler, shot no good, and a rebound to Dixie, and Farr is out of bounds, so it's 5-on-4 now. And the ball goes off the foot of the Dixie dribbler. Cannon Dye just lost it. He said, my bad.
Yeah, I mean, what a play by Kohler, because he knows he's a man down. He comes up and really hugs and presses and forces Dye to dribble it off his foot. And that could have been points the other way. Instead, Pineview gets possession right back.
Panthers need to get it in. They get it into Hendrickson. Ball was never established in the forecourt. I know a lot of people like backcourt, but he actually had 1 foot in the backcourt still. Hendrickson spin in the lane, shot up. Oh, it would have been good, and Farr,
I think it would have fallen off, Andy.
You think that was coming out?
I think it was on the left side of the rim.
I thought that was going to go down through.
I think it would. Well, we'll take a shot here of our CEC crew. I think that would pop just a little off to the left.
You're right.
And then the flush there from Trey Farr ready. When a foul was called, whistle. Trey probably heard the whistle, so just letting everybody know I'm ready to clean it up if needs be.
Fouls on Flinders. Hendrickson to the line, and he's 3 for 3 now.
We'll be naming a DAT-Strucking player of the game. It'd be a pretty prestigious award tonight, I think, between these two teams.
We'll get one for each team, but yeah. A lot of AWP Playmaker play of the game.
Yeah, lots of fun with our sponsors showcasing high school talent tonight. I feel bad for fans that didn't get here early. I mean, I said it 3 times on my radio show. You ain't gonna get a seat if you're not here by 7.
I remember you and I did Dixie Pineview State Championship game at Burns Arena. Coach Melissa versus Coach Robinson. And they must have turned away at least 1,000 people from Burns. It was sold out. Fire marshal said no more in this building. And a turnover. I didn't catch what happened, Evan. Do you see it?
Yeah, I think he stepped on the baseline right in front of Coach Eves. Just a turnover there. Oh no, right there in the corner. I think where he stepped out of bounds is what because they quickly. It wasn't a foul call, that's for sure.
Pineview with the basketball, down by 8. Hard drive, nice looking shot up and in. That's a good looking drive there from, I believe it was Kohler.
Yeah, Kohler's come in and been an instant impact guy, defense and on offense that time.
Tobler, not Kohler. I get those two mixed up. That was Tobler, 25. Cuff thought about the catch and shoot from 15. He said he goes back outside to Flinders, who tries a 3. That's no good. Rebound to Pineview. Now Pineview trapped in the backcourt, but good job by the Panthers to escape the pressure. Hendrickson, stop and pop 3, no good, too hard. Not really his game. He's got 7 this year, but he's more of a slasher.
You know what, though? Open shots are hard to come by against Dixie, and that one was open. And Pineview's not the type of team that likes to hold for 30, 40 seconds at the end of a quarter. Dixie, on the other hand, likes to do that.
They love to do this, don't they?
And you'll see them play for 1 here with a 16-10 lead. Coach Cuff has done this all season long. Did it last season as well.
Now it goes under 15 seconds, and Dixie can start thinking about running a play. Curtis gets a screen, kicks it in the corner. LZ for 3, shot too hard, no good. Rebound, shot up, no good. Another rebound, no good. And finally, Pineview clears it as the quarter ends. But, you know, they shot that early enough. They actually had 2 shots for putbacks and couldn't get them to go.
You know what, though? Pineview did a really good job hanging around there, and lead is only 6. Still a long way to go here at the hangar.
We'll take a 1-minute timeout after 1 complete on our 1-loss scoreboard, 16-10. Pineview up, down.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
There is a place where rocks bleed, and nature blushes on a battlefield green with envy, where dimples determine destiny, and a tiny wooden T holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where friends are opponents, and opponents are friends, where the prize is elusive, the conquest is captivating, and the score isn't settled till the drinks are down. There is a place.
There's the Quinn brothers as we're back live. In it goes to Guyman. Guyman lost it, got it back, goes to Elsie. Elsie back to Guyman. Guyman was going to dunk it. Instead, he lost it, and then it was blocked by Farr, and here comes Pineview. By the way, Devin, these two teams have combined for 176 three-pointers this year, 0 in the first quarter.
Yeah, mistake there by Vaca, cross-court skip, and it leads to a Guyman lay-in there. Just can't make that lead pass against the Dixie Flyers. Too much open space where it can be intercepted and go the other way.
That was the other point I was going to make, was the big guys have combined for just 2 points in the first quarter.
Yep.
Farr with 2, Guyman with 0.
Partly
Pineview got bumped, no foul call. Panthers don't steal it on the fast break the other way.
Well, Elsie made the same mistake that Vaca just made, but now.
And Tobler travels.
He felt like his foot was there. Did it slide? The official was 2 feet away. He said it did. Hard to tell from our angle.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I don't know.
I think it was, but.
You think it slid?
But I got stripes on my side, so that's all that matters, I guess.
Tough call either way.
18-10, Flyers leading the Panthers. Good Region 9 battle so far. Dixie playing at home, slight favorite. Of course, they're 16-0 too, that helps. Ball tipped, nearly stolen away, and a foul called. They're going to call that on Curtis?
Yep.
I believe they are.
Yeah, I think
the tip away by Tobler, and then Curtis kind of pushed to get it back, right?
Yeah, I think he just cleared a little space. I think he just kind of right here with the elbow popped him there. It's hard to see it. It happened so quick. Tobler instantly put his hands up and reached for his nose. Coach Cuff is having a conversation. He didn't like that call. Civil one.
First foul of the game on Curtis. 15th foul on Dixie. Dixie has not shot a free throw, by the way. Moore drove in, go back out to Farr. Farr drives in, puts it up off the glass, no good. 3 Flyers there for the rebound. And Cannon Dye's the one that takes it away.
Good hard drive, though. Had a good look, just didn't convert.
Inside to Guyman, back out to Elsie. Elsie wants to drive, little runner in the lane. Teardrop no good, rebound to Tobler. Tobler will push it. In the corner it goes. Moore for 3. Swish! Horizon Holmes three-pointer.
Yeah, man, that was a high arcing shot, but he had time to catch, triple threat position, and then let it fly. Anytime you fall through and that hand hangs, you knew it was going to have a chance to drop down through the bottom of the well.
18-13, Dixie on top. Flyers back on the offense now. Cannon Dye on the angle left, looking again at the Pineview 2-3 zone. Pineview stayed in it so far all game long. High post, Guyman back outside to Elsie. Elsie with the hard drive and the drift pass. Now to Curtis. Curtis in the lane, runs over Farr, easy offensive foul. It seems like to me, Devin, and you and I have done a lot of Pineview games and a lot of Dixie games this year. Both teams are pressing just a little bit. I don't mean full court pressing. I mean, they're a little nervous. There's some nerve. I've never seen Curtis make a play like that all year long where he just runs a guy over.
Yeah, I mean, Trey was there. He was planning. He took it chest high and really easy one to take. You know, sometimes the charge is tough to take. That one was an easy variety.
So 18-13. Pineview back on the offense, inside to Hendrickson. Hendrickson double team, needs some help. Tries a spin move and got it off the reverse. Nice shot by Hendrickson.
Well, utilizing the size, that was one of our Camping World keys. And Sam Stewart giving up a couple inches there to Screech, and a beautiful reverse. That was a tough shot, not easy to reverse up and in. And all of a sudden, Pineview's crept back into it, just down 3.
18-15, Dixie on the O, the penetration and kick. Flinders can't get a shot away, drives all the way in, blocked out of there by Farr. Pineview wants the fast break, but the pass is short and stolen back by Dixie's Cannon Dye. Great action inside, hard drive Elsie, they'll teardrop no good. Farr bothered it and then got the rebound. Farr takes one dribble, now goes for help, finally gets it off to Tobler. Tobler has it stolen away. Now it's a fast break, here goes Dye all the way in, ball tipped out of bounds by Pineview. The action is fast and furious here in the hangar.
I don't think that was off of Pineview. I think Dixie touched that last. I think the Panthers got a break. I think the official froze on it, wasn't sure, but I could have. Let's check our replay for our television audience. Yeah, tough to see it from that angle happen so quick.
Yeah, that was so quick, it was hard to tell.
The pace is definitely quickened here at the hangar, though, there's no question. And, you know, I thought, you know, when that ball was tipped to Hendrickson, he's got to come back and get that. He couldn't wait. The speed of Dixie to close in. And then that was an ill-advised cross-court bounce. There was no lane to pass that ball. They're lucky to get it back because it was deflected.
Michael Frodgem checks into the game for the first time. Again, he hit first quarter buzzer shots against Cedar and Hurricane the last 2 games for Pineview. Long 3 by Cuff from the left side, maybe a little too long. and Farr with the rebound. Good job to keep it away from the little guys for the big guy, Trey Farr. Now Vaca drives all the way in. Had it tipped away, got it back. Out of Farr in the high post, back to Vaca. Vaca outside to Hendrickson, thought about the three. Now gives it up, 3 by Moore on the right side. That's good, Cade Moore.
That's so smart. Hendrickson thought about driving, thought about shooting, and then no, get at the guy that just hit the last Horizon Homes three, and Cade Moore starting to heat it up a little bit. We're tied up, AG.
18-18, nice backdoor pass, layup up and good. How about the big fella Guyman finding Sam Stewart?
Well, you can always beat the zone, and Dixie found the baseline runner there, and Stewart with a nifty finger roll finish off the glass.
2018 Flyers. Pineview is not led. They go into Hendrickson. Hendrickson got it over Guyman,
and he got it over.
Tied.
He got it over quick. He shot that really quick. It's a catch and then boom, a shot, and that's tough to block.
8 already for Dylan Hendrickson in this game. High post Guyman. In the corner, Stewart tries a three. That's a little long. Might have skimmed the rim. Might have been an air ball. The fans are calling it an air ball down there on the left side. Now Vaca brings it across. Looking for a screen is Frodson. Now to Moore. Moore gets a screen from Farr. Farr did not pick and roll, just stood there. Now Hendrickson stepped back three, left it short. Rebound fought for, goes right to Pineview, and the putback in for Vaca.
Oh, fortunate bounce. Kyler Vaca, right place, right time. A little shot put off the window, and the Panthers have their first lead of the game.
22-20. Remember, it was 18-10, so a 12-2 run right now for the Pineview Panthers. Now, did someone take a timeout or not? I think Coach Cuff is saying, I didn't call a timeout. Yeah, they went off the court, but I think Coach Cuff was just wanting to talk to his team. Referee misunderstood and said timeout, but they're not going to grant him a timeout. It'll be Dixie ball with Pineview leading it by 2 here on the road. Flyers hurt right now because T.Y. Curtis on the bench with 2 fouls. And by the same token, Pineview without McKay Lambert, who had 2 fouls in the first quarter. 3 minutes to go in the half, 22-20. Pineview on top. Caden Elsie throws it away, threw it right to Frodson. Wadsworth. Wadsworth and Frodson, both blonde kids. One wears 23 and one 25, and I got them mixed up that time.
Well, Wadsworth, though, almost threw it back away. You just can't telegraph the pass to the wing against Dixie's defense.
Oh, they're so quick.
Both teams have a high number of turnovers, but that's because both teams' defense is playing pretty good.
And they're both a little nervous.
And both teams, though, are starting to pick up the field goal shooting. Those shots are starting to drop.
22-20, Pineview by a deuce. Moore gets a screen, goes out to Wadsworth. Now to Vaca. Vaca stop and pop from 17, and he got it. Who is this kid, Vaca?
On Wednesday, his confidence started to rise, I think. He had his best offensive game.
Yeah,
it's really,
11 points.
Really carried over.
Dye outside to Flinders. Flinders maybe get a little extra playing time with Curtis in foul trouble. He's got it at the top of the key. One dribble, now right side. They got Elsie in the corner if they want him. Tried a bounce pass to the other Elsie, Caden, and it went right off his shin. Into Flinders, back out to Elsie. Now Corbin Elsie for 3, left side, and he got it. Kid's got ice water in his veins. I've seen him make some big shots this year.
Yeah, he likes that baseline 3. And him and his brother play a lot of games of horse over the years, and both not scared to take it, and Coach Cuff gives him green light. Nearly
a steal by Flinders as he anticipated the reversal by Vaca, but he can't hold on to it, so it'll still be Pineview ball. 24-23 Panthers. And back out on the floor is big Trey Farr. Farr, remember, averaging 21 a game, Devin. So far in this basketball game, he has 1 basket and 2 points. Vaca trying to get away from Elsie, goes all the way in, off the glass, can't get it to go. Nice rebound, taken down by, was that Labrum? Yeah, Labrum in there.
Vaca's getting good looks, though, with that quick first step.
Labrum and Guyman in at the same time right now. Kind of a bigger lineup for Dixie. Labrum's got it in the high post. Goes back outside to Flinders for 3, and he got it. Horizon Homes 3 gives Dixie the lead.
Wow, and when you go inside and then you give it right back out, that really let him catch and set and fire in rhythm, nothing but the bottom.
Well, I'll tell you, Elsie is really giving Vaca fits out high. Crossover move. Nice pass to Farr, and Farr couldn't handle it. Maybe got tipped, and then trying to save it in bounds was more, and he couldn't get in bounds in time. Maybe a close call, huh?
Great shot here to see where his feet were.
Yeah, we couldn't see his feet.
Yeah. Official right there. That must have just had that heel on the baseline right in front of the official.
Now Dixie will make, I believe, 4 subs. No, 3 subs.
Who can
and
take?
now a Dixie player's, I thought he was hurt. He's going to have to check out.
Yeah, I got bloody nose.
Flinders.
Solo's got, there's a Flinders that's got a little blood maybe? Going looking for a trainer, or is he just looking for water?
Yeah, I think you're right.
A little blood on the knee,
blood
maybe?
on the jersey, yep.
Who can take the momentum into the break? It's kind of hanging in limbo right now. I'll tell you what, the second quarter, I think Pineview's kind of had a little bit of the Uncle Mo edge in this one, with a couple threes from Cade Moore that have been a big boost to their offense. That last 3 by Elsie, though, to give the Flyers back the lead, and now they could, Andy, don't be shocked if they hold this ball for one, if they don't get a high shot.
Now Corbin Elsie said the heck with that. Corbin hits the deep 3, and Pineview, or Dixie now at 5.
Most coaches would say that's not a good shot. Corbin Elsie says, if I make it, it is.
Crossover into Farr. Farr wanted to dunk it, had it blocked away, got it back and put it in. That's the one thing about the big guys. You get blocked, stay with it.
Yeah, he probably should have dunked it because he's probably at least guaranteed a foul there, but trying to go to the finger roll didn't work out. But you're right. Follows it right back up and puts it home.
Dixie by 3, under 20 seconds to go in the first half. A great half it's been. Bottom in the game, and he's got the ball now. Goes back out high to Corbin Elsie. Now 8 seconds to go. In the high post into Guyman. Guyman with the dunk with 3 seconds to go. Pineview got to hurry. They'll try a half-court shot at the buzzer, and it's just short. And Dixie will end the half on a high note with the Richard Guyman dunk.
You get it to the middle of the floor, and good things happen. Sam Stewart with the old shovel pass to the baseline. Guyman, how many times the last couple seasons have we seen him with a 2-hand slam with authority?
Yeah, that one came with 3 seconds to go. And was just a perfect execution where, Farr, the center, had to step up for Pineview and stop the drive. And when he did that, that left the baseline wide open for Guyman. And the throwdown. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Our InfoWest halftime report is coming up. But boy, what a first half we've had on our one-loss scoreboard. 31-26, Dixie on top.
What? The storks are bringing me a baby brother!
Storks know how to keep kids safe.
Aww.
Do you?
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't? Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No. Making sure your child is in the right seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
We can do this together!
To know for sure that your child is in the right seat for their age and size,
Remember when I was a baby, it felt like 1 minute ago?
What? Visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
What he said.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back to the InfoWest halftime report. The Jetettes, award-winning Jetettes down there performing here at the hangar. They did some kind of folk song thing at halftime of the JV game, Devin. I was like, wow, one of the best. I don't know, drill team. I guess they got one of the best drill teams I've seen. Performances I've seen at halftime of the JV game, but it's pretty good right now too in the varsity game. Let's talk about basketball though. First of all, any score updates? See anything from around the region yet?
I haven't been checking. I've been so caught up in this game. I can't tell you this. Dixie did take the momentum into the second to the break. 11-2 run of their own. Remember we were just talking about that 10-2 run for the Panthers? An 11-2 run there for the Flyers to take the 5-point lead at the break. I'll check some scores for you here, AG, in just a minute, but I don't have anything currently.
Yeah, we'll get back to them. And the Jazz have gone halftime too. Maybe we get an update on the Jazz playing tonight as well. And you know, it's been a lot of fun this season, and it was an extended preseason. We felt like it took forever to get region going, and then we got into region. We had a lot of blowouts. Boy, Wednesday night was pretty awful with three blowouts. You and I were trying to entertain the folks on the radio, and it's hard to do when the game's a 20 and 30-point game, but good to see we got a good one tonight, and I think this one might just go right down to the wire. Let's talk about our Wilkinson stats here at halftime. Starting with Pineview, the visitors, Dylan Hendrickson with 8 points. He had 4 free throws, made them all. He also hit a couple of field goals for his 8. 6 points for Cade Moore. He was part of that 12-2 Pineview run that gave them the lead momentarily with back-to-back 3-pointers. 6 points also for Kyler Vaca, 4 points for Trey Farr, and 2 for Taylor Tobler. And just to editorialize a little bit on the scoring for Pineview, Devin, to hold Farr to 4 points and a half of basketball, Coach Cuff has got to be pretty tickled with that one.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I think both these coaches got to be happy with some regard, but other areas they got some improvement. I don't have the official turnovers here, but there was a lot of careless plays in that first half. They got to clean that up, and to be expected when you have two good teams playing. I think you hit the nail on the head. I think both teams pressed at moments in the first half. I don't know if it's the environment, the magnitude of the game, or what, but I thought there was some. I think you pointed out that charge there by T.Y. Curtis. You know, easy call, and Trey just took it chest high, and then some outlet passes, just careless.
Yeah, lazy. Yeah.
You know, now the LZ steal was sneaky. That was just downright sneaky that led to an easy bucket there for him. But, man, oh, man, just a fantastic first half. And
let's talk about the stats for Dixie real quick. You mentioned Elsie, but it's actually the little brother Corbin that leads the way in scoring with 8 points for Corbin Elsie. 6 points each for Sam Stewart and Caden Elsie. That's the Elsie's 14 of their 31 points for the Elsie brothers. Also 4 points for Richard Guyman, 3 points for Camden Flinders, and 2 points for T.Y. Curtis as well as Solo Labrum. So they've really spread the scoring out a little bit more than Pineview has in the first half. But how about the youngster Corbin Elsie coming in and hitting some really big shots?
Yeah, he did. I mean, that corner three, caught it quick, released it quick. And then the one from straight away, he's a couple of 3-4 feet behind the line. And, you know, about 40 seconds on the clock. I was just finishing saying they could hold for one unless they get a really good shot, and then he fires it up and drills the three. He had an impressive first half and did a lot of the bench scoring by himself for Coach Ryan Cuff. And I'm sure he'd love to see a little bit more of that. Flinders also did have a triple in that first half as well when they went inside and then back out. So fun first half for the fans, which again, it's standing room only here at the hangar. Did get one score update for you. Desert Hills into the first quarter almost. About a minute left, 13-3. They have a 10-point lead early on Snow Canyon. JV game must have went long. That one pacing about a full quarter behind our game here.
And in girls basketball, Pineview, kind of the surprise team in Region 9. They're 3-1, and they take on Desert Hills, who is also 3-1 in girls basketball. That game is on Tuesday. And I believe we got Marcus and the gang with some highlights for us in the first half. Devin, you want to handle those?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could get definitely. There was plenty of fireworks. There was some good defense, some good offense here. That defense leading to offense, and then the bucket in transition. Beautiful pass ahead by T.Y. Curtis.
And then we lost our feed.
Yeah, we did. We lost our video monitor. And not sure exactly which ones we had queued up there, but I'll go back to those Trey Farr blocks. He got swatted by Guyman a couple times, but then you know what? In that second quarter, Trey had a couple of blocks right back the other way.
They were big ones, yeah.
And he stayed pretty calm and pretty focused. There's LZ right there. And then look at the sneaky little play by Corbin there off the backside. And then here's Trey Farr doing work down inside. Got the and one opportunity. Toba came in. That's an acrobatic shot there to reach way away and flip it up with the right hand.
And how about Guyman putting the ball on the floor with a finger roll? That's not really his game, dribbling, because there's so many little guys that can slap it away, but he did it.
There's the second three in that second quarter by Mr. Moore. And then Hendrickson, beautiful mismatch and reverse. And then there's one of the blocks we were talking about. And then there's another three by Cade Moore from the baseline. Both those were kind of coffin corner almost. And then look at the left-hand reverse there by Sam Stewart. That's a perfect example of how to run baseline against the zone. But
and then LZ again at the baseline three-pointer. The LZ boys have brought it today. I will say this, the two guys combined for 14 points. As Flinders out of the corner, that was his only make of the game. And there's the deep three you talked about with Corbin, LZ. And again, it's the Dixie Flyers up 31-26.
And watch this little shovel pass. Backhand, boom! Two-hand dunk by Mr. Richard Guyman. And can't wait to see more of Guyman and Farr go head-to-head. Now, the one interesting storyline real quickly is they didn't have McKay Lambert for that entire second quarter. You were right, I was wrong. I thought in this game they would bring him back and trust him to not pick up the third, but Coach Eves did not play him in quarter number 2.
Now, the good news there for Pineview, I guess you got him for hopefully the entire second half, but yeah, he has been foul prone so far this season. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second half. It's Pineview Dixie, Flyers by 5.
Your daughter is having trouble learning French. Do you A, hire a tutor?
Bonjour.
B, enforce a French-only rule at home? Or C, watch some foreign films? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back. We're ready to go. Half number 2. Real quick, and before we get this thing started, Devin, no Lambert in the first half. Is it important that he gets involved? Obviously, huh?
Yeah, no doubt about it. And for our Jazz fans out there, since we don't have the game for you tonight on ESPN Radio, they're up 5 at the half in Dallas.
Mavericks are not very good. They Jazz should
better
get a
as
win
of
there.
late. They've been better as of late.
That's true. So Pineview on the offense to start things off. They trail by 5 points. They did lead briefly in the second quarter. High post, Hendrickson kicks it in the corner. Nice catch over there by Vaca. Vaca leaping leaner up, no good. Offensive rebound by Lambert, and he's blocked out of there by Guyman. Here come the Flyers. Elzy skip it across to Curtis. Now baseline, Stewart for 3. That's short. Rebound taken down and finally ripped out of there by Farr, and he is fouled by Stewart.
That's a good call. You got to get him off if they do foul. That time Sam definitely coming in hard, trying to fight for that rebound, bumping into Trey. And that's tough for a big man. Trey has done a really good job so far in this game of securing rebounds because that guard line doesn't just race back down court. They sneak around the backside.
They're like mosquitoes or no-see-ums or one of those kind of bugs that just won't go away. A flea, a fly, I don't know.
They're just scrappy, and they just fight for every loose ball and every poke away they can get.
Ball thrown out of bounds by Vaca. Led his man too far. And
Frodsham getting
by
the
the
start.
way, yeah, how about that? Michael Frodsham getting the start.
And Hendrickson is the one that's on the bench.
Hard drive. LZ lost it, got it back. Nope, Pineview takes it away. So far, both teams starting out a little tentative here in the second half. Vaca leads it to Lambert for 3. Too hard. Rebound taken down by Pineview. Oh, they had that Farr underneath, didn't see him. Back out high to Vaca. Vaca to Frodsham, now to Lambert on the angle left. Looking inside for Farr, but his hit goes out high. Now to Frodsham. Frodsham back to Moore. Tried inside for Farr, not a good pass, but Pineview saves it. Out to Moore for 3, in and out, no good. Nice rebound by Guyman and a foul on Pineview. I don't think that was Farr. They are going to give it to Farr. I thought it was the weak side guy trying to slap it away, but Trey Farr gets his second foul. Now Guyman has no fouls. Obviously something we'll keep an eye on as we progress through this game. Inside Curtis. Curtis hands it off to Guyman, and Guyman is fouled on the pass. Hendrickson back out there. I'm not sure, Devin, if there was a little statement by Coach Eves or what, but Hendrickson is in the game now. Frodsham started the second half in his place. Ball comes into Guyman. Guyman throws it away. Hendrickson reads the pass. Here come the Panthers. Vaca to Hendrickson. Now in the corner to Moore. Moore can't get it to Farr. They're doing a good job of fronting Farr. Ball tipped, nearly stolen away into Farr. Farr in heavy traffic, shot up. Good, countered and a foul. Little continuation, Devin.
No, I don't think so. I think the bump came. He's already going in motion. You got to let that play go. High school, they do stop it quickly, though. We're used to seeing that quick whistle where they wave off more than they count. But I thought that was the right call on the court. I really do.
It's almost an automatic in high school to wave it off. I don't like it. Free throw good, though, and a three-point play for Trey Farr.
Well, I don't like the bump near the elbow, and then you get two big steps in the NBA, and then they count it. I hate that.
That's true. That's true.
But that was a different story there, and quickly.
2-point game.
Yep.
31-29. Dixie on the O now. Inside, try to get it to Guyman. Not a good pass. Ball stolen away by the Panthers. 3-on-1 fast break into Hendrickson. Hendrickson fouled hard. Pretty good foul to not let him have the bucket, although Hendrickson at least got it up off the glass.
Yeah, and Dylan had a trailer with a little lead back, but had just enough of the step. It probably did the right thing there where he just goes up, takes the bump, and that's a big bump because that's 3 fouls now on Curtis.
Hendrickson hits the free throw. It's a 1-point game, 31-30. Kind of flash back a little bit to that Dixie Pineview State Championship from 2 years ago, and then that one from what was 7-8 years ago in Burns Arena with Melissa and Kyler Smith.
Yeah, no doubt. All of which were lower scoring games than this one, if memory serves me. This is a pretty high scoring game so far.
31 all, and Dixie wants to talk it over.
Hey.
Nope, no timeout, just tipped out of bounds.
Third quarter brought to you by Roy's Pizza and Pasta, official pizza partner of high school hoops for you. Roy's, you can order online, deliver, or you can stop on by before or after the game down over there next to Harmon's on 700.
Looking for our Holbrook Asphalt 55. We'll see if we can get there. Ball passed outside to Dye, now to Flinders, now to Elsie. Elsie, a runner in, shot up by Cuff. No good, can't get it to go, and a good rebound by Farr. How did that one not fall?
Well, and Cuff's good at that little leaner, that little flip shot off balance. He usually gets that to go. That one time just didn't get the friendly bounce he was looking for.
Hendrickson bumped on the drive attempt. I believe they're going to get Tanner Cuff with the personal.
Big stage for the sophomore. He's been earning minutes. Got mono over the Christmas break.
Oh, man.
Missed some games, and he's grown a lot over this off season, and really deserves to be in this rotation. I think he's going to be a fantastic player the next couple of seasons.
Pineview back on the O. Moore inside to Farr. Farr double team. Went up anyway. Shot up no good. A rebound to Guyman. Good defense by Guyman to not commit a foul, and then Guyman is fouled on a reach.
What is McKay Lambert thinking right there?
That's
I
his
can't
third.
figure out why you sat the whole second quarter. You would reach in the open court and commit that foul. That just.
And that's one of the frustrations with Coach Eves is he keeps getting those kinds of fouls, and there's no reason for him.
No, I mean, the odds of getting that steal are slim to none.
31-31. Inside to Cuff. Cuff back outside to Dye. Now to Elsie on the baseline. And offensive foul on the pass off.
That's smart basketball by Trey Farr. You can't block the shot, but you can sure stand your ground. And even though Elsie knew it and got rid of it early enough, his momentum clearly carried him into Trey Farr.
Oh, yeah, easy call, too, by the official.
But that's so smart by Trey.
Trey now with the screen to Lambert. Lambert stopped from 16, shot up, no good. Long rebound taken down by Camden Flinders.
Good rebound there. That's a good shot for him. Lambert can hit that.
Yep, mid-ranger. Actually hits those better than he does layups. Nearly a steal, but also nearly the fourth foul by Lambert. Now he goes out on the three, and I don't like this call at all. Now I was watching because the magnifying glass was on him, with his third foul, and maybe if we can catch the replay on now, I don't know if we have a good angle. Lambert does what the coach tells you to. He turns his back. Wow, that's a tough call for number 32, McKay Lambert, who just got his fourth foul of the game. And in case you're wondering, McKay has not scored in this game.
But that's why you can't get that reach foul, because you don't get that one all the time. But the reach foul, he can control that.
Yes, you're right. You're right. So Flinders to the line for three. First one no good.
How about 4 minutes almost of scoreless basketball offensively for Dixie? Pineview's defense is doing what the Coach Eves had in mind for this game.
2 more for the shooter, Flinders. You got to figure a shooter like that's going to make 2 out of 3, but he made it hard himself by missing the first one. Dixie going pretty small. Corbin Elsie in there.
Look at Coach Eves right now. He's got an arm around McKay Lambert, coaching him up, slapping him on the backside.
Yeah, basically, son, I want you to play as bad as you want to play, but foul's a foul. Flinders makes 2 out of 3. Dixie by a deuce with 4:05 to go in the third quarter. So far, this game has lived up to the billing. Now the 2-2-1 press.
This could be really advantageous for Dixie, or if it's broken, Pineview could get easy points the other way if they continue to attack this press.
Pineview gets it across. Tobler had it for a moment. Got his shorts inside out.
He's too big. He's got him rolled down.
Okay. And a bad pass. The quick hands of Cannon Dye tipped that one away. And Elsie, that's Corbin Elsie, comes away with it. Flyers by 2, so you're right, 4.5 minutes or almost, well, about 4 minutes without scoring, and yet they're still ahead. Cuff turnaround 15, saw his own miss, followed it, but he threw it right back to Pineview. Now the Panthers on the run. Moore, nice pass to Hendrickson, who lays it up and in.
Looked like he wanted to really elevate and leap, but there was too much traffic, so he one hand grabs that one and finishes it with soft touch. That was a special finish by Screech.
3:05 left, 33-33. We're in the third quarter. Bodema skips it across, dropped by Dye, but he picked it back up. Now in the high post to Cuff, back to Dye for 3. In and out, no good. Nice box out by Frodgen. No, that was Tobler. Nice box out though.
Against Guyman.
And a double team, and the ball kicked. Dye needs a break. He'll check out. So will Cuff. Checking back in is Solo Labrum as well as
look at how many fouls have already been called. Both teams really ratcheting it up, but the whistles are blowing. It's already 9 total fouls called between these two teams. We still got 2:44 on the Air Care Professional Heating and Cooling clock here in the third.
Pineview on the offense. Vaca back out to Hendrickson. Fake the 3 and shuffle the feet. That'd be interesting to see again. One to see on the replay. Did he move that pivot foot?
Left foot's the pivot foot. Yep, he hopped it.
I guess it depends on when you say
when
he caught the ball.
Yeah, I wasn't watching.
Was he in the air when he caught it? I don't know that he was, and I think you might be right. Referees are watching for that. That was one of the points of emphasis this year. Was the hop after the catch? Elsie, that's Corbin Elsie with the long 3, and he can't get it to go. Rebound to Dixie. Moore presses hard in the corner. 3-pointer by Tobler out of the corner is good.
Really good rebound by Cade Moore, and then the helper to the corner, Tobler with the Horizon Homes triple, and an offensive foul at this other end, and this one's going against the Flyers.
Big 3 by Tobler, who's earned some playing time by playing defense and hitting some big shots, and then at the other end, Dixie trying to rush it back and answer, and they commit the foul. Pineview by 3.
It's the largest lead of the game for the Pineview Panthers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tough to tell from our angle exactly.
Could have been the lead elbow maybe that got the offensive call. I thought the defender was moving a bit, but if you lead with that elbow, hard to say. We're not going to question the officials. They've done a pretty good job in this game. Hendrickson has it in the high post. Tries a 15-footer and swished it. Screech for 2. He's got 14 in the game to lead his team. Actually, to lead all scorers. And it's 38-33. Dixie with 2 points here in the third quarter in 6.5 minutes. Labrum swings it around the outside. They go into Guyman. Guyman double team, gives it back outside. baseline drive, and he stepped on the line out of bounds to Pineview.
Yeah, it's
T.Y. Curtis with a turnover.
The pressure on Dixie starts to mount. You're 16-0, you're the Defending State champs, you're all of a sudden down by 5. They got to make sure they just stick to who they are. Don't try to press, stick with the process, run their stuff. This game's far from over. Look at
Labor with 3 fouls, by the way. And timeout called by Coach East. Full timeout, so we'll take the break. 1:10 left in the third. Pineview leads by 5.
There is a place where the sun doesn't hide in the winter, where the greens stay green and the crimson canyons still glow. There is a place where dimples determine destiny, and a tiny wooden tee holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where we drive for show, putt for dough, and settle the score with another round. There is a place.
Get caught buzzed driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom.
It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzzed driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Dixie with 2 free throws in 7 minutes of basketball here in the third quarter. They have turned their 5-point lead into a 5-point deficit, and a bumping foul called on Sam Stewart. Tried for the steal, but was just a split second late, and that's 4 fouls on Sam.
Yeah, he's a little frustrated. He mistimed that. He thought he had it anticipated, but by the time that ball came in, it was thrown backcourt enough that he was there late, and then an easy call for the official right in the open court near half court.
And you mentioned the fouls building up. That is actually 17 fouls. We're in the third quarter, but Pineview will go to the 1-and-1, and Kyler Vaca will go to the line.
Both these teams pretty good free throw shooting teams.
But he can't get it to go, and a rebounding foul on Hendrickson. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1. How big is that?
Yep, front iron, backboard and off.
It actually fundamentally looked pretty good. It was straight. He had the good backspin on it. They just couldn't get the bounce. By the way, that's the first foul of the game on Hendrickson.
Got to find Guyman some touches here.
Try to get it to him, trying to get around and get the steal is Pineview, but they didn't get there in time, and that's a foul. Number 5 on the Pineview Panthers. Tolbert gets the personal. You see it reach around the back there. And a steal by the Panthers. Pineview on the run. They had numbers, but Vaca went down with the basketball, and that's a travel. Boy, if he'd have looked down court, he had a couple of teammates streaking to the basket, but he didn't have time.
You know, his feet never came off the ground. When your butt touches, but your feet are still planted.
Yeah, they did go.
Did they come off?
Yeah, they did, yep.
Before the ball was gone.
Yep, both feet kind of went tea kettle over, and well, that's a turnover. Dixie needs a basket in a bad way. They do not have a field goal in the third quarter. They have 2 free throws. High post to Cuff. Round the horn they go. Cannon die. Now to Curtis. 33 seconds to go. Looks like they're going to play for one. Now to Cuff. Defense closes on him. He has to get rid of it. Curtis, high post to Cuff. Cuff, nowhere to go with it. Back to Die, now to Curtis. Curtis drives in the lane, kicks it over to Flinders for 3. Shot is good. Big 3 by Flinders.
Huge, great unselfish patience there. Find the shooter in rhythm, and Flinders makes the defense pay. It does allow for the Panthers to get the last shot of the quarter, though.
6 seconds to go. Pineview got to get a shot away. Ball nearly stolen away, and a jump ball called. And that will be Dixie basketball with 2 seconds left. The pressure defense from T.Y. Curtis.
I spoke too soon. Didn't get the shot. They got the tie-up, and now the old possession arrow. And I try to find Flinders again. Maybe lob it to Guyman, let him try a little quick hook shot if you can get him a deep catch.
Try a little backdoor pass instead. It's going to be a half-court shot. 3 at the buzzer. It's good. What a shot What a bucket by Cannon Dye as
Oh.
time expires in the third quarter, and the Dixie Flyers have retaken the lead.
Just enough time to enter it in, get the wing pass to where it's a lot higher percentage, and he made it from 40 feet out, AG. We've seen it all, and the Flyers lead by 1 on the one-loss scoreboard. I can't wait for the fourth quarter.
We'll be back in 1 minute.
Your son wants to get a cat,
I'll really take care of it.
but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals 25.
Good job.
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Find support for your strength. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community.
Third quarter, Dixie goes 7 minutes without a field goal, almost 8 minutes without a field goal. They had 2 free throws, but then they hit 2 threes in the last minute of the third and actually take a 39-38 lead.
Got a Hearst Days Hardware update for you. Snow Canyon hanging around with Desert Hills right now. It's a 5-point game in the third quarter.
Pineview will start it on the O here as they get it knocked out of bounds. Stewart started the quarter, but they'll bring him out with the 4 fouls and Cuff back in there. Now Cuff's the scorer. He may hit a big shot in this game yet. Tobler on the left side. Got far inside if he wants him. Can't get it to him. Now top of the key, it goes to Moore. Moore, lefty dribble, back out to Farr. Farr in three-point land. He won't shoot it from there. Now to Moore. Pineview running the offense, but they can't seem to get what they're looking for. Now to Moore, screen from Farr. Moore with the three-pointer, no good. And a nice rebound taken out of there by Dixie, with Cannon Dye making the great board over Hendrickson. Dixie up by 1, 7:10 to go. Over to Dye. You want him to shoot, right? Because he's hot. Into Cuff, back out to Caden Elsey for 3. Horizon Holmes tray is good.
Oh, beautiful in and out game. Again, they get threes just like that. You feed the post, you get it right back. Dixie has got command again, 4-point edge, and now they can dig back in defensively.
Into Farr, but they throw it low and outside, and he can't handle it, and turnover by the Panthers.
How about the just grit from Dixie? Didn't panic, and right now they've got command again.
Cuff, 10-footer, no good. Rebound to Farr. Cuff seems a little nervous in this game. He is a youngster, just a sophomore. Now to Moore. Moore tried to pass it to Farr, and the ball's tipped and stolen by Dixie. On the run, Curtis, and he is fouled on the run by Tobler. And that'll be, I believe, the 16th foul. Nope, that is 7.
Hendrickson giving the teammates a big come on right now. Trey Farr gave everything he could, sliding there to save that, but just a little bump there by Tobler in the open court. The backside trailing official, the one that whistled that a foul. Coach Cuff got a little sweat on his brow, his favorite tie, and coaching his boys up tonight, trying to go to 17-0 on the season.
T.Y. Curtis will be at the line. Now, Dixie's only shot 3 free throws. Remember, Flinders got fouled on that 3. Those were their only free throws, and they missed there. So 2 out of 4 from the line for Dixie so far in this game. Lambert is in. He'll try a long 3. That's no good.
He's just never caught rhythm tonight. Too much time on the bench with the foul trouble.
Yep. Dixie on the offense. Curtis on the angle right, looking again at the Pineview 2-3 zone. It's worked pretty well in this game. So Lambert playing with 4 fouls. Stewart is on the bench with 4 fouls for Dixie. 5:45 left in the game. Flinders thought about the 3. Instead he goes baseline. Hand off to Dye in the corner. LZ for three. Got another one.
A three for all right now. The Flyers are starting to heat up from outside. Again, beautiful pass to hit the cutter. Nothing there. Dye's like, I'll give it to the corner, and an open triple.
And an offensive foul on Hendrickson on the pass off. Tried to hit Lambert for a three, but Hendrickson a little bit out of control. And Dixie with a 7-point lead now. And a timeout on the floor. Let's see if they go full or 30. It's a 30-second break. So we'll take full timeout. Take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back with more basketball after the 60-second break.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
We can warn someone when their drink isn't safe.
And disrupt the situation. We can.
Get someone the cab.
Or walk them home safely.
We can make campuses safer for our friends.
Our roommates.
Our classmates. Our fellow human beings.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can. Intervene.
It's on us.
All of us.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Well, we think we know some things about Region 9, but I got a score for you, Devin. How about Hurricane beating Cedar 31-16 right now?
Well, I've been waiting for Hurricane to play good ball.
Yeah, they're a better team than they've played, yeah.
They just haven't, and tonight may be the night. And if they win and Station O'Cannon comes back to beat Desert Hills, all of a sudden those three teams at the bottom will all have one win, and the fight is real for that final playoff spot as we get into the second half of the season here in about a week.
5.5 on the clock here. It's a 7-point Dixie lead. The threes have come alive here in the third and fourth quarter. Caden Elsie has two just in this quarter. And a 7-point Dixie lead, and it looks like Dixie can take the air out of the ball a little bit. I hate this. I'm talking with a buddy of mine, and he's like, when are they going to put a shot clock in high school so this kind of stuff doesn't happen?
Only one state has a shot clock. I mean, most high school basketball just doesn't have it. It's expensive. It's an added cost to the district.
I'd have to go to fouling. Dixie's already run about 45 seconds off the clock just on this possession alone.
They just got to push up. They got to start to go to a trap, that's kind of what the Flyers want.
Elsie into Guyman, and that's what the Flyers want too. A mismatch, a double team, and then a dunk.
They almost lull you to sleep. You extend out, then boom, they blow by you. And then what a recipient pass there to Guyman for another two-hand slam, his second of the night.
Inside, shot no good by Moore, bothered by Guyman. Now fast break to Flinders, lays it up and in, and the lead is 11.
And it's now getting away from the Pineview Panthers. They need a bucket in the worst way to keep this from getting away.
Vaca fouled on a reach, I believe. If that's on Curtis, he's done. It is on T.Y. Curtis, and no, I'm sorry, he has 4 fouls.
Yep, that's his 4th.
It is Stewart who has 4. Now Curtis has 4. Dixie has done a lot of their damage in this game without Stewart. Pineview trying to do it without Lambert.
Really good there to get that front end by Vaca. He missed one earlier here in the second half.
Yeah, true 1-and-1 there. There's still one more true 1-and-1 for each team. And Vaca only 1 out of 2 though, but Dixie loses it out of bounds as Cuff and Curtis can't contain that one.
Yeah, I mean, tough to see who you put the blame on, but look at the helper to Guyman as our television audience and our audience on sportsradio977.com got a shot of that two-hand slam. Oh yeah.
Cuff checks out, Labrum in. Moore with the catch, he's bumped, no harm, no foul. In the corner to Vaca. Vaca drives in the lane, kicks it into the corner. 3 out of the corner, up and good. Finally.
Tobler, ice water running through the underclassmen's veins. They needed that in the worst way.
And they cut it to 7. 49-42, Flyers on top. I thought it was wasn't an 11-point lead. It should be 8 now. Maybe I'm doing my math wrong. Oh, that's right. He made the one free throw and then they got it back.
Yep.
A
And unforced
game.
there really on the rebound where both the Flyers had a chance to grab it and they kind of disrupted. Uh-oh.
And Dixie tries to take advantage of the double team and the ball stolen by Screech. Hendrickson, crossover dribble, now has to go back outside. Vaca tipped away from behind. This is going to be a cripple for Elsie. He goes in and lays it up.
Really good. Elsie pokes it away from the backside on the wraparound reach. No foul, just beautifully timed, and then he gets the easy lay-in in transition.
Into Tobler. Tobler kicks it over to Moore for 3. Shot no good. And Pineview's gone cold.
And nobody crashing in the offensive glass there. 4 Flyers around the key and not a single Panther. They were all floating around the perimeter. You got to crash on that in case he misses it.
Dixie will take a timeout as they'll take a full. Flyers lead it by 9 with 2:46 left in the game. Any updates on the scores? Last we heard was Hurricane was just blowing out Cedar.
Yeah, they've outscored Cedar in every quarter. Outscored them 12-5, 19-11, and 24-14 in the third. They have a huge lead going to the fourth quarter. And this timeout brought to you by Hank's Riverwalk Grill. You can get asked for the timeout special and get 2-for-1 ribs at Hank's. Last update I had was Snow Canyon was down at the half, 29-19, and then they were closing in, and I don't have the most current score. Andy, let me see.
You know, our Region 9 updates brought to you by Hearst Stores of Southern Utah. Of course, on Main Street in Cedar and on the corner of Boulevard and Bluff in St. George. Been going to Hearst Stores as long as I've been in Southern Utah. And I've been in Southern Utah for 24 years.
Yeah, I don't have the latest. Don't have it. I'm searching. I'll find it.
Leading scorers in the game for Pineview, it's Hendrickson with 14. Farr has been held to 7. And 14 in the game also for Caden Elsie to lead the Dixie Flyers.
Last score, Logan Hoganson hot, 6 of 8 from downtown. Thunder now up big, so they've blown it back open, 53-27.
Wow, really have blown that open. Dixie by 9, they're gonna run the little 4 corner. Here comes a trap by Dixie, nearly stolen to Guyman. Guyman has his pass tipped and stolen. Pineview on the run, but it's stolen right back the other way. Nice save, what are they gonna call? Timeout by Dixie?
And again, Kyler Vaca's done so many great things, but he tries that cross-court pass. It's just too far.
Dixie's too quick, yeah.
They're set. They race back. They're set in that pressure defense. They all have their roles that are clearly defined and easy pickings. And then quickly, smart timeout by Coach Cuff to kind of set up a little outside weave, try to run some clock. And right now, I mean, the run has to start for the Pineview Panthers here, or Dixie's going to go 17-0. And all of a sudden there, Andy, in that third quarter, Pineview had a 5-point lead, all the momentum, and Dixie, I thought maybe they'll feel a little bit of the pressure, undefeated season on the line. They handled it and then some, and they pushed the lead back to, I think they went on a 16-2 run or something like that.
Yeah, but you know, that 3 by Flinders kind of broke the ice, and then that 3 at the buzzer, which is probably going to be our AWP playmaker play of the game, like Can and Die, was really what gave Dixie the lead and the momentum for the rest of the game.
I agree.
Ain't over yet, though, as Farr gets a little push foul way out high. This will be the last 1-and-1 now for Dixie. From here on out, it's 2 shots. And Dixie, at this point, they're going to win this game if they hit their free throws, I think, Devin, unless something crazy happens.
Well, I think Pineview has to. I mean, you're in region play. Every team has to play this out to the end when you're this close. I mean, it's not out of the question that they can come back and win this game. So the fouls start now. I think coaches wait too long to start fouling. Now, if you get down to like a minute to go and they stretch that lead, then you can kind of say, okay, you got us. You made all your foul shots, and we'll look forward to the next time we see you, which will be in about 3 weeks.
Elsie buries them both. He has 16 in the game to lead all scorers. And the lead is up to 11. Looks like Dixie is going to go to 17-0, 4-0 in region. Ball goes to Lambert. Lambert's got to get a 3-away. Boy, he didn't shoot. I don't know why they didn't give him the ball back. A shot up off the glass, no good. Rebound to Dixie. Lambert trying to get his 5th foul. I don't know why. Ball still in the backcourt. Pineview with the steal and a traveling called Boy, I'll tell you, I really don't like these traveling calls where guys are going to the floor. But the reason they're going to the floor is they're getting hit, and Farr that time, one knee on the floor, they call a walk on him. 2 minutes to go, Dixie by 11.
Yeah, a shot there for our audience of how that played out. Been a great fourth quarter for Dixie, though, again.
Yeah, they have 14 in the fourth. Pineview with 4.
Yep.
Kick in the corner, and Dixie just wants to use clock now.
You got to play more aggressive for the steal here. It's hard with the spacing. It's so good. They can't even get close to the Flyers.
Got a trap. Guyman inside to Flinders. Flinders says, you know what? Time's more valuable than points, and backs it out of there with 1.5 to go. Now finally a foul.
Wow.
And that'll be 4 on Trey Farr.
Terrific execution in the half-court set by Coach Cuff. You see that they've been in this situation before. You see that they're prepared to handle it. And again, the spacing is what makes that happen. Pineview might be running out of gas right now.
They're definitely running out of time with 1:26 to go. Cuff misses the free throw.
He still hasn't scored tonight. He's had some good looks. 0 for 3 from the field.
Well, he won't miss 2 in a row.
Only sophomore.
Baby face, young looking fella. Well, he did miss 2 in a row.
Gotta go quick here. You don't need threes here. If you start jackknifing threes, this will be over. I think you gotta attack. They're defending the three. They're extended out.
Ball stolen away by Dixie. Beautiful save pass, but the shot blocked out of there by Farr. I don't think Curtis saw him coming.
What a leaping ability by Trey Farr. Kid don't quit.
And a reaching foul by Cannon Dye. Kind of a silly foul because even if you give a bucket there, you keep the clock rolling. There's the shot block on a replay. Good looking block by Farr. But
see, his vertical is up to about 34 inches. That's pretty impressive for
big guy. Yeah.
Big guy, about 6'7", 6'8", still growing. His older brother played at Pineview.
Jordan.
Dad's pretty tall, Rhett.
Yep. Saw Jordan the other day. He was telling me his claim to fame is as the free throw no good. Hendrickson gets it back. Ball goes to the floor. Dixie's got it. A nice save by Stewart. And a timeout, I think, by Dixie. Jordan Farr, Trey's older brother, was telling me his claim to fame was he played against Eric Mika when they came down for the Skip Walker Classic. It was before it was called that, but he said his job was to try to guard Eric Mika. He said he wasn't as skilled back then, but he still couldn't guard him.
53-42, a minute to go. Looks like the Pineview Panthers gonna run out of luck here, trying to do what nobody this year has been able to do. Beat the #1 team in the state. Dixie's keeps climbing in all classifications ranking. I think the latest Des News top 20 poll, they're all the way up to number 7. And they're the only team except for Penguins that's left undefeated in the entire state heading into this week. I don't know what Penguins did, this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I haven't looked at their schedule too closely, but we were talking about it on the show the other day. And the fans here for the Flyers enjoying this one. I want to thank Intermountain Sports Medicine. They provide trainers for each game, keeping our athletes safe. And Mike Tolman for Dixie, and then
Brett Farr.
Brett out here taking care. Also Michelle, also helping out on occasion. And there was a technical foul call. I didn't see what happened.
I'm wondering if they called a timeout and don't have any left, Dixie.
Could be.
Trey Farr, how often do you have your big guy shooting the technicals?
Well, he's much improved in that department.
And he got the roll on the second one, so the lead is down to 9, but with 59 seconds left.
And Trey came in averaging almost 21 points a game.
He's got 9 right
leading the region. And he's had to fight for those 9 tonight.
You've got to go quick. Comes into Vaca. Vaca crosses over on Curtis. Now they get it into Farr. Farr, nice pump fake, shot up and good, and a foul on Guyman. Now Pineview's going to get back into this with a minute left. That's how they do it, basket and a foul.
That's the second and 1 opportunity of the night for Trey Farr.
First one was when Labrum was guarding him. And Trey Farr to the line. I guess the technical was on Elzy because they gave him a 4th foul, Devin. I don't know what was said or what happened. But Pineview now with a little bit of life here as Farr hits the free throw to make it a 6-point game with 50 seconds to go.
Trey's given maximum effort tonight, hasn't he? Defense, rebounding. They haven't ran the offense through him as much, but I think his touches are a little lower than they have been in past games, Andy, to be quite honest.
Just haven't shot it much. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more. 50 seconds to go. Timeout on the floor brought to you by Hanks Riverwalk. We'll be back in 30.
Retired school psychologist, and helping people was my thing. After my stroke, when Meals on Wheels started, I was on the other end of the stick, so to speak. And I appreciated it very much, the attention that was given to it. My name is Julius Gaines, creative writer, poet, photographer. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
(53-47), Dixie leading at home against the Pineview Panthers, but gosh, it was 53-42 a second ago. And a three-point play plus a technical foul has pulled Pineview within 6.
Got to foul quick if you don't get the steal.
They get the ball into Cuff. Cuff ahead to Curtis. Curtis triple teamed.
Too much time.
Dixie had guys open in the corner. They finally do foul Samuel Stewart. And they only let 8 seconds go off, Devin.
Well, you know, Michael Moten actually held him down there after the ball was passed, trying to get the hold foul, and they didn't give it to him. You can't foul so hard you get called for an intentional foul.
Right.
Because then it's really lights out for Pineview. They played well tonight.
Stewart will get 2 free throws, and he switched the first one.
Sam's kind of like James Eardley was last year. Him and Dye both. They're just blue-collar guys who just get the job done, know their roles.
One difference, though, is Stewart can score when called upon. He's a big-time scorer.
But so could Eardley last year. That little mid-range jumper.
Yep.
Maybe not the 22 like Sam had on Wednesday night, but James had popped 12 or 14 last year in that state championship run on occasion.
And he popped 2 right there to make it a 55-47. Pineview needs really a 3 at this point. They do get a backdoor into Farr. Farr lays it up and in. With 30 seconds to go, it's a 6-point game. And Pineview did get the timeout before the ball was inbounded with 29 on the clock. Well, Farr's having a nice fourth quarter, but it's kind of the too little too late situation unless something crazy happens. Now, I don't know if you saw this. It was on YouTube a few weeks ago. So we see the nice dish inside from Moore to Farr. But it was Nevada, I think, coming back on New Mexico
I watched that game.
State. And it was, 13-point game with a minute left or something.
A couple deep threes, got it to overtime, and then
they banked 2 threes late in the game.
And Nevada's leading the Mountain West Conference. I think they're 5-1, if I'm not mistaken. Look at the fans tonight having a good time. Again, look at the entryway here. I don't know if we can get a camera shot of it, but I mean, they're 8-9 deep in the corners. I mean, there is no room to sit at the hangar for this one.
Pineview needs a turnover. They trap Elsie and Hendrickson fouls. And Hendrickson's complaining, I didn't do anything, but you actually want to foul quick, Devin.
Yeah, his 4th personal foul. He knew he had one to give. We got a little offense for defense here. It's smart for Coach Eves to do so. To get Farr and Lambert back in as soon as they can. Elsie's a player, isn't he? I mean, started to really come on halfway through the season, started earning more and more minutes and had an integral part of that state championship run. Really complimented guys like Malachi Otis and Tyler Bennett that they had last year.
And Elsie in the 4th has 11 fourth-quarter points.
That's what big-time players do. Step up, put the team on the shoulders.
Scored 6 through 3, 11 in the 4th, 12 now. And he leads all scorers with 18. Farr's up to 14 now, believe it or not, Devin, after a subpar first 3 quarters.
Well, I think they waited too long to start trying to continue to feed him.
Moore crosses over, gives it to Hendrickson. He'll try a 3. That's too hard, no good. A rebound tipped out of there. And on the run, nice effort by Stewart. Stewart lays it up, won't go, but Dixie comes away with the basketball. No, they do call a foul. How about the hustle again? Dixie just beating Pineview to the ball. Not a lack of effort by Pineview. They're trying. It was just the speed of Dixie getting to that basketball first.
Yeah, Dixie back at the line. They're doing a good job making free throws. Look at Sam. Could have probably circled back out, but when you're that close to the rim, it's tough to, instantly go, okay, I'm going to kill some time. And he attacked and got the foul. Late whistle, but I think that's the right call.
Yep.
Definitely
Push
contact.
By Cade Moore. With all the fouls that have been called, that's only the second on Cade. One of the few Panthers that can afford to foul. And Stewart buries them both, and that should do it. He's got 10 points in the game, and with 10 seconds left, the lead is back up to 9, and Dixie has weathered the storm.
Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert is in effect, everybody, though.
Yep.
Head to 25 million for your free dessert right now.
Hendrickson with the hard drive, rebound taken down by Guyman, and that's your ball game. 58-49, Dixie gives up the lead in the third quarter. They actually trailed by 5, but came storming back on the strength of a couple of late third quarter threes by Cannon Dye and Camden Flinders, and Dixie gets the 58-49 victory. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We come back, we'll have our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show on TV. We'll have highlights for you of the big plays, and of course we'll hand out some post-game awards. Congratulations, the Flyers still undefeated. They beat Pineview by 9.
There is a place where looking out means looking in, where an impression lasting only a few seconds will be imprinted on a life forever, where courage is forged and innocence rediscovered, where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
Hey Dixie State fans, Carrick Stegmiller here. We've got a new athletic identity. We're building an all-new set and a brand new show lineup is in store, all coming up this fall. Follow us on Facebook at Trailblazer Weekly to keep up with the latest Dixie State athletic news. It's Trailblazer Weekly, the all-new show every Thursday at noon on CEC TV and SouthernUtahLive.com.
Is a good day to be alive in the STG. You would have lost your mind!
I could not believe he didn't. Southern Utah's connection to the world of sports is Sports Radio 97.7 ESPN. Southern Utah's home for the best in sports includes local and high school games, Dixie State University, the NBA's new look, Utah Jazz, plus the best of the National Football League with the worldwide presence of ESPN to the Devin Dixon Show every afternoon from 4 to 6.
So I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Again, it is a Dixie victory. The Dixie Flyers 58, the Pineview Panthers 49. And Devin, let's before our TV audience takes off on us, can we maybe jump into our highlights of the second half and kind of take a look at those? I hope Marcus has got them queued up and ready to go in the truck.
Oh, it was an exciting second half. A game of runs, really. I mean, a little 5-0 spurt there to erase that halftime deficit. And then later in the half, when the game was on the line, look at the swat there. And then here is a beautiful cross-court feed and a nice finish by Dylan Hendrickson. He came to play tonight, really, little step back, 18-footer just inside the three-point line. He led the way with 16 points for the Pineview Panthers.
That was the first three of the third quarter. That was big, but this one was bigger. At the buzzer, Cannon Dye, and I think there's no doubt our AWP playmaker play of the game is going to be right there as you see it from a different angle.
Yeah, look at his teammates knew how much of a boost that was. There's no question.
Yeah.
But Elsie got it going. He hit two early fourth quarter threes that really got Dixie back on top, got some separation. There they were, bang, bang. And then Elsie creating and then leaving it for Guyman, his second two-hand throwdown of the game. More Elsie in the middle and backside view of that one. Unbelievable. They get him the ball where he can just go up and put it down. And there's another one. Another one. Is that the different angle? We got three angles on that? That's unbelievable artwork there from our camera crew. There's a three by Tobler. Tobler was a little battle-tested. He's going to be a good player for the Panthers, underclassman. But then look at Elsie, poke it, and then get out in front and finish it. Defense leading the offense. That was one of our keys. Trey came to play tonight, especially on the defensive end. Held below his season average. Got a couple points there late in the game on a couple nice little helpers and finishes at the rim. But just a terrific way to close this game to grab a 58-49 victory. 17-0. How's that sound, Flyer fans? 17-0. But, you win by 9 tonight. You won by 5 last Friday night against Pineview and Desert Hills. Those two rematches, both those teams now have that tape. They'll both be home games.
Yeah.
They haven't went undefeated throughout region. They haven't got the 1 seed yet, but they are in a great position. They've accomplished everything they set out to do and more so far this year.
Dixie 4-0 in region. Pineview drops to 3-1 in region play. Let's talk about our Wilkinson stats real quick, and then we'll get into our awards. And by the way, appreciate Dr. Johnson Pediatrics, huh?
Yeah, Dr. Cody does such a great job. So many parents choose him because he's so wonderful with the kids, and his staff's caring. And Cavity Patrol, they got prize for the kids, and they just make the kids feel so comfortable. It can be scary going to the dentist when you're a little kid, and it's not that
for
way.
For a grown-up, too.
No, I know, huh? Right.
18 points to lead the way for Caden Elsie. The thing that really jumps out to me, though, for Elsie is he had 12 in the fourth quarter. He hit, like you said, 2 threes early in the fourth, and then he made all his free throws late. And Caden Elsie with 18 points. Also double digits for Dixie High. Sam Stewart battling foul trouble all night, but he ends up with 10 points. He was 4 out of 4 from the line. Camden Flinders hit a couple of threes, ended up with 10 points. His 3 and his 2 free throws were the only points for 7 minutes and 59 seconds of the third quarter for Dixie. He single-handedly kept them in the game. Bottom line, though, is Cannon Dye's big 3 kind of turned things around. Not sure why we've turned off the light. I think they're trying to clear the floor, but that doesn't help me with my little post-game speech here, Devin, at all. I do have a flashlight, though, on my phone, so we're good.
You got it?
Yeah, we're good. Other scores for Dixie, 6 points in the game for Richard Guyman. Guyman, though, his rebounding, his defense, obviously a huge presence on the floor. 8 for Corbin Elsie, all in the first half. So it was Corbin in the first half and Caden in the fourth quarter that got it done. 3 points in the game for Cannon Dye. That only basket that he made, Devin, was our dad's our AWP playmaker play of the game. What have we got, some kind of dance going on in the middle of the floor?
I don't know. They turned the lights off, and then a little special performance here of some kind. We don't get to see a little post game like this. They're singing to somebody. She's seated down at the scorer's table. I wonder if there's going to be some kind of a proposal, because you have a bunch of girls and then one gentleman that is dancing. I don't know what's going on here.
Is this a flash mob?
Is it? Is this some kind of – well, who's the one sitting over by the –
Yeah, I see her. And she's
they're
dying
flashing.
over there.
Yeah, she looks so nervous right now.
Look at the old guy over here with the bald head and the gray beard dancing. He's right into it, too. Look at him go.
Yeah, he's been in on the practice for this.
I think we might have a wedding proposal coming up here, Devin.
And maybe that's an in-law or a future father-in-law or dad over there dancing.
Oh, white shirts and ties now.
Uh-oh. I didn't expect anything like this tonight. We saw a great game, and now we get some kind of a special performance.
I'm assuming they're Dixie fans since it's here on the Dixie floor. Maybe a former Dixie player, but what if Dixie lost? Do you call it off? I don't know.
I'm mesmerized right now.
I know you are.
I want to know what's going on here.
There's got to be a wedding proposal at the end of it. If there isn't, I give up.
If there's not, this is well orchestrated for fun.
I'll finish with the scoring. A Solo Labrum with a bucket for 2. And then Tanner Cup did not score, missed his only free throw attempts. He was 0 for 2. And so leading scorer in the game, Caden Elsie with 18 points. Pineview had 2 scorers with 14 each. That was Trey Farr and Dylan Hendrickson. But Hendrickson was held scoreless in the fourth quarter. And guys that shot it well early. Cade Moore had 2 threes in the first half, couldn't get it going in the second half. Same with Kyler Vaca, just couldn't get it going after halftime. And here we go, Devin.
Oh, I'm a sucker for this. I'm a sucker for this.
You love the romance, huh?
I love it. I love it. The roses, the knee. I hope he asked for mom and dad's approval.
Well, I think that was Dad dancing.
Well, he's got his video camera out.
She better say yes.
She said yes.
Hey!
She said yes. Love is in the air. Love is in the air.
Love is in the air. Congratulations to the Flyers. And let's hand out some awards. First of all, Dad's Truckee Player of the Game, Devin.
Caden Elsey.
Caden Elsey, 18 points. All but 6 of those in the fourth quarter. I think that's a very, very good pick. AWP playmaker, we already talked about it. Cannon Dye's 3 at the end of the third quarter. That gave Dixie the lead and the momentum heading into the fourth quarter. Enter Jimmy John's super sub. Who you like?
Well, I think it's Corbin Elsey, to be honest with you.
Yep.
Based on what he did in the first half, I thought he came in and was incredible. So I would definitely go with Corbin Elsey tonight. Those two combo for what, 24, 25?
26 points.
26 points?
18 and 8.
Yeah,
so.
Really good performance there for those two guys. And, you know, it's interesting. We had an over-under on the show. We're doing a little over-under segment on Wednesday. And Andy Thompson asked me, he's like, over-under, Caden and Corbin Elsey, 24 points. And I said over. And that was against Snow Canyon. I was a game off because they got over tonight. I actually said
tonight,
under. Yeah, so good. I think they must have heard me and said, we'll get one for Double D this time. But a tremendous performance for the Flyers. And they get to 17-0. And don't forget, this was number 1 versus number 3 in the rankings in the top 5 in 3A. And who knows, we could see these two teams again in the postseason. Wouldn't surprise me one bit.
All right, that'll do it from here. Any final thoughts, Evan? Are you done? You good?
Well, I was going to just take a second and look ahead to next week's broadcast schedule.
Okay.
You know, every Wednesday and Friday, we have games coming up for you. And I don't have it in front of me, Andy. It's going to take me a minute to find it. If you want to thank a sponsor or something, I'll pull that up real quick.
I promise you we will be on the air Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, with a TV game on ESPN Radio and Southern Utah Live and ESPN or sportsradio977.com. And then we'll also have a secondary game on our sister station 890 KDXU as these that will actually be halftime. We'll get halfway through Region 9 next Wednesday night. We'll be 5 out of 10, and obviously Dixie's going to be in first place, at least tied for first place.
And here's your Ron Shell look ahead. Ron Shell, look ahead to your next trip with service or fuel on the boulevard. And we've got coming up on the 25th, next Wednesday, me and Mike will have Hurricane at Snow Canyon. And Andy, you'll be over there
Playoff
for that
implications
Desert Hills Pineview game, which that'll be a battle for outright second place.
Yeah.
Both those teams 3-1.
Where's that game at? Pineview or Desert Hills?
That one is over at Pineview High School. Then next Friday, a week from tonight, Pineview at Snow Canyon, Hurricane at Dixie. Those are the upcoming broadcast games. And, of course, CEC TV will be with us on games as well, so you can tune in on radio, on the internet, or on TV. Appreciate Morgan Pest Control. Another 55 for schools. How does that work? Morgan Pest Control celebrating their 55th anniversary here in 2017, and they will donate $55 for every region win. And the Dixie Flyers just got another one. Dixie could fundraise a lot of money by playing good basketball at the rate they're going this season.
Well, 17 games, $55 each. That's a lot of money. It's like $800.
We really
$900.
tip our hats to Morgan. And if the bugs will be out soon, warm weather around the corner, and use Morgan Pest Control. Those guys have helped us raise over $16,000 for local schools since the inception of our partnership in this program. And it's a great partnership. And again, if you're just leaving the gymnasium here at Dixie High and you're heading home, swing up to 25 Main. Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert is on. Holbrook Asphalt buying everybody a free dessert. 25 Main, where's that address at?
25 East Main. Got
it. Indeed. And we've got
South
lots
Main.
more coming up. Andy Thompson is actually back in the One Law studio. He's going to get you caught up what happened Hurricane Cedar, also what happened Desert Hills Snow Canyon, and we'll see if we can get some post-game audio from Coach Cuff for the Region 9 wrap-up show. I'm going to go try to track down Coach Andy. I know you've got to go get some sound bites and some quotes for your story. It'll be up on STG News as well. So that'll wrap it up for us. But more coverage of high school hoops on a Friday night. We're working overtime for you, everybody.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight. Again, congratulations, Dixie. 58-49 victors tonight over the visiting Pineview Panthers. Dixie 17-0 overall, 4-0 in region play. Pineview drops to 13-3 and 3-1 in region play. We'll be back on Wednesday night, folks. See you then.